Good morning. I wanted to show you first this amazing flower in the garden. The garden is a little bit overgrown at the moment and I'm working on that as best I can. But these beautiful plants are just coming up and I can see already these buds are going to develop into something completely amazing. I have no idea what they are, but I'm just mesmerised by them. So, we'll make our way around the yard. You can see the tarp there with a bit of old seed under it. And the tent with the grass seeds in it to keep them warm. And down here we have full of weeds at the moment because I'm not able to get down there. But you'll see beautiful beetroot seedlings, and all I did with those was cut the tops off some beetroots I had in the fridge that I bought from the greengrocer, and I got my brother and my husband to pop them in the ground for me about 2 weeks ago, and just they're really taking off. I also have some corn here, seedlings my brother brought up, which are going great guns, and he tells me last night they're ready to go in the ground tomorrow, so that'll be good for my solar plexus chakra section of the garden. And then more for the base chakra section will be the strawberries. We have some tomato plants here going great guns, considering they got drowned the first day they were in. And here, although it's tricky to see them, there's little carrots coming up in the sex chakra part of the garden. And those little carrots, again, I bought some carrots at the greengrocer. The day that my brother and my husband were planting the garden, I just went to the fridge and went, oh, you know what, I really need to do something with these carrots in the fridge, so I just cut the ends off them because they were sprouting, and they've popped them in the garden, and in 2 weeks, look what I've got. So I'm going to have carrots this summer of my own. We swing around now, please excuse the weeds at the moment, and somewhere in here there'll be corn coming up. Great little selection of weeds at the moment around the corner in pots, because this is a rental property. So don't think you can't have a chakra garden unless you've got your own property. We have zucchini in here, which my brother did bring up as seedlings, and I asked him to pop them in these big old pots that came with the house so that they don't overtake the yard on me, because I really can't keep up with the maintenance of that, and I love zucchini, so I'm very, very much looking forward to having them when they grow. Across the yard under the clothesline, the boys found some potatoes growing. We didn't even know they were here because they were all overgrown with weeds since we moved in. So now they're all cleaned out, going great guns. And in the ground, next to some fabulous cauliflower seedlings. So we've just done the rounds. We don't have every chakra taken care of yet. We've got a compost bin that was with the house, so I'm throwing all my veggie scraps in there, and that will help. The birds are loving it. They go in there. I call it bird coals, because the birds go in there and do their shopping each day. Caught one hopping out of there yesterday. So that concludes the tour of my little garden at the moment. Now you've seen my newest attempt at a chakra garden in a rental property, which I actually thought was going to be almost impossible, but nothing is, as long as we're ready to really nurture and love ourselves enough to create space where things like this can happen. And the thing that I'm really most mindful of at the moment, just moving back across the yard, is all of the work that I've been doing on myself internally this year is about my base chakra, grounding, putting down roots, and not in a place, but within myself, in my life. And so my base chakra for me is represented by these amazing plants that are going so great. I've got all these root vegetables growing really, really strong roots, and there's no plants that we've put in that aren't flourishing. So I'm quite excited by that, because that to me is a metaphor for myself, that I am flourishing. Bye till next time.